Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Frank Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And I'm very excited. Well, hopefully you guys had some time to chill with your friends and families over the weekend. You know what? The brand new week is ahead of you, right? And you know what? What else is ahead of you? Holiday seasons, right? Well, we all know why holiday season is so exciting to every single one of us, right? Because you finally get the gifts, right? So as internet marketers, this is also the most exciting time for you guys as well. Why? Because everybody is in the buying mode. Even your neighbor's mother is on the buying mode, okay? Little kids in the buying mode. All right, so how do you capture that market? How do you make yourself some holiday cash so you too can buy all the toys you're waiting for all these years, right? So, well, the big secret is being out for many years. That is Amazon, all right? So, wouldn't it be nice if I can find somebody not doing Amazon just for 1 year, 2 year, or seasonal, but has been doing it for a long time, to be here to teach you exactly what he does to capture the holiday rush specifically to Amazon. And now his approach is a bit different than the typical Amazon marketers. Typical Amazon courses gonna teach you how to write reviews, how to build affiliate site and ranking them. But this guy figured something out. He's more focused on building an Amazon store. In fact, his entire business is making that entire process much easier for you to get that holiday cash in, to not only get the Google free traffic, but also getting the Facebook traffic. In fact, wouldn't it be nice you have the ability to embed your entire store within your fan page? That's pretty cool, right? Would it be nice you can automatically posting gifts into your fan page? That would be nice, right? Well, he has a tool like this, and in fact, that's why he has upgrade, right? So, guys, this is the reason I have invited my good friend Carey here, and to talk about how do you really make money with Amazon. Now, if you're Amazon marketers, if you're seasonal Amazon marketer, if you're full-time Amazon marketer, you know this, okay? And I want to share with people who have not ever done Amazon before. The last quarter of the year during this holiday season, you make the most money. You make more than you did in January, in February, in June. From November to December, and a little bit early of the January, you're gonna be cashing a lot of money. Why that is? Because everybody is in the buying mode. It's so easy to sell them things. In fact, people go to Amazon, they're not gonna just buy the coffee machine they're looking for. They're also gonna buy the coffee filters. They're gonna also buy the Christmas trees and the lights and all kinds of other stuff on Amazon, right? So next thing you know, you're gonna see all your commission just come in. It's pretty exciting time, guys. All right. So if you are not Amazon marketer, you want to pay attention to this interview as well. You should be seasonal Amazon marketer, at least just marketing during these holiday seasons, and especially if you're video marketers, you can just drive traffic to the store. He can help you easily build. So be very exciting to learn what he has to say about store format, and he talked about very incredible psychological factor why he believes the store is going to be selling more than a normal review format. So find out exactly what he's talking about here, and also he's going to talk about conversion tips. He's going to talk about traffic tips as well inside this interview. So it'll be very exciting to find out. And well, what I'm most excited is actually to introduce this online script. It's not a WordPress site. It's not although it works with WordPress as too, by the way. It's a online, completely built from ground up, a storefront that's integrated with Amazon's. Okay, so now you can have your very own store. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce to you the Fresh Builder version number 5. Fresh Builder version number 5. He already has 6,000 happy clients every single month paying him the fee. For very limited time, you're gonna grab this for a very attractive price for unlimited usage. So be very exciting about this. What I love about this is a jam-packed feature of a script or online software you can install in your own hosting. And in fact, he providing, if you need hosting, he has that solution for you as well. So and it's just so much jam-packed feature. We only have time to talk about the new feature he added in. Now, first thing, this is really super easy to install. Everything is collectible. What you see, what you editing editor, and it's so easy to pull in the products you want to put in your store from Amazon. And it's mobile responsive now. You're gonna able to grab that viral traffic from Facebook, and now both have the store auto posting to your fan pages to grab that viral traffic. Also, you're gonna customer reviews feature add in, and among all kinds of features this thing has. This is a must-see product. Okay, so because most people, I don't have the time to set up a store like this, but with a tool like this, in 20 minutes, I have a brand new Amazon store up and running, and all you got to do is get some video rank sent to the site, get some Facebook traffic to it, and started banking there, right? And I hope you're gonna be smart marketer like me and do the same as well. Okay, all right, so let's come back to the interview here for a second. So Carey is gonna talk about how he got started with internet marketing. And this guy's cool because he lives in England and he also lives in Thailand, so half every year. He spends 6 months in England, 6 months in Thailand. That's pretty cool, right? So right now he's in Thailand, and very hot over there, by the way. And I'm so dedicated to my art. I interview around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. my time. I'm about to fall asleep. But anyway, so he is going to be here share how he got started as a developer, as a theme designer, and then he tried different things until he found Amazon as the way to make money. Then he started building tools for all the Amazon marketers that's out there, and the version that talk about what is happening with version number 5. Also teach you some converting tips, and teach you some traffic tips as well inside this interview. I think if you really want to capture the holiday cash, especially to Amazon, this is the most important interview you want to watch. You're going to learn a lot, you're going to study a lot, and once you see how this store, how nice it is, and you're going to want to have it, okay? All right, so and let's talk about the most exciting things, okay? Let's talk about the early bird, okay? So I got the early bird deal for you, okay? So for very, very limited time, you're able to grab this for $27, I believe. All right, I think you're gonna get a unlimited license. I think the regular price is $37. Then it's gonna keep going out with the annual fee. So you definitely want to grab this launching period, and to figure out the time, watching the interview, there's a banner coming out. You know exactly what it is, and also looking for my email tomorrow, what time the early bird goes live. I'm going to leave a little hook there so you can watch the interview. Also, he has the bonuses. He's going to discuss in detail what that is. Let me just give a hint. It's a webinar. It's going to teach you more stuff, 2 of them. Not just 1, but 2 of them, okay? All right, so for now, let's all go enjoy this awesome interview. Be very, very exciting to make that holiday cash for yourself, especially with this tool. Now you not only get organic traffic, video traffic, you're also getting the Facebook traffic. So be very, very exciting about it. And again, this is your friend Han. Until next time, please keep smiling. My unconditional love to you and your family. And until next time, I'll be talking to you very, very soon. Cheers. Hi, good evening all ladies and gentlemen, this is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And tonight I'm very, very excited to have Carey back with us again to really teach us how to really make money with the holiday season, specifically with the Amazon. Unlike the typical Amazon people teaching you set up a review blog, all that stuff, by the way, it works and it's all great, but he has a better way to do this. So I'm going to let him talk about that inside this interview, teach you a couple of tricks how to really get you some holiday Amazon cash, all right? So be very exciting about that. What I'm more exciting about is this awesome product. I think it's a version number 5 now. He's going to go into more detail about how this is going to really simplify the entire process and for your Amazon cash machine, actually a storefront as well, okay? All right, so he added a couple of features. I think you need to listen to this to really be very exciting about. He's going to solve the traffic problem. He's going to also help you solving the conversion problem as well. So be very excited. Before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Carey got started with internet marketing, but most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve the level of success he has today? So, Carey, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me, Han. It's great to be back on the show. So, yeah, as you're talking about, we're talking about Amazon promotions today. We're talking about Amazon stores. So, if you wanted to know a bit more about my story, I started back in 2006. I had a great job in a web design studio. I was made redundant. It was a big problem. A lot of people go through it, I know, but it was a big, like, damaging thing to me at the time. I decided to go out and try and do something positive about it. I went out and I tried a few things online. I took my skills with development and design and went in a few different directions, but I always had problems. I never had a problem building websites, but I always had a problem getting people to buy stuff from me and getting the commissions and things like that. So eventually I hit on some success with Amazon. And this was where things started to really pick up. This is where things started to come right. And it wasn't just specifically promoting Amazon in a way that other people were doing it at the time. I managed to hit onto some things in the Amazon API and the way that Amazon do things that lets you build a shopping cart on your own website, which we'll come to that in a bit more detail later, and also increase the 90-day the cookie to 90 days, and some of the key things about conversions and getting people in the right mentality to buy. Once I hit on this and I built a system around it, things became a lot easier, and I was able to replicate that success over several different stores, several different websites. I went on to make a good residual income from that. I sold a few of the stores for some big profits. And after that, I came to a point of deciding to change a little bit and help other people do it as well, because I got a lot of requests from people in the forums I was hanging out, in the places where I was discussing things. They were asking me how I'm doing things, how I'm doing so well, what's running my websites, because people could see which stores I was doing things with. And with all that kind of pressure and all that request for help from people, I decided to go out and release this software as a product that people could buy. And then I started to build my training on how to actually use it and how to make profit and commissions from it. So that was 2010 when I started doing that. That was over 4 years ago now. That was the first version of the software. And like Han was saying today, we're on version 5. We've added a lot more features to it, which we'll come to in a bit more detail later. So
out of curiosity, how many customers you already have? I mean, you've been around for a while now, so.
Yeah, so we have around 6,000 active members now using the software. We get a lot of success stories. We get people talking all the time in our forum, in our mastermind groups about the success they're getting. And one of like I was saying about changing tack from just working on my own and then building a community, this was something that really made me happy, to be honest. And I saw one of our members from the Philippines sent me a message just to say thank you so much for giving the software and giving the training, because I've gone from nothing to over $1,000 a month, which is a big income for somebody all over the world. He was able to get married, he was able to support his family, he was able to do a lot of things, get a place to live and things like that. So these are the kind of things that really made me feel good about doing it. Yeah.
Right. So kind of, since you start as a designer and start while you working on the job, you're probably trying different things out. Kind of think back when you first started with internet marketing, and thinking now all the success you have. Doing this entire journey of the internet marketing, the up and the downs, with the excitement, the time sometimes makes you want to kind of cry, whatever it is. And what would be some of the solid tips you can give to someone who's just starting out with internet marketing, at least pointing them to the right direction? What should they doing right now?
Yeah, so I think talking about the painful times, and we all have them, like I'm sure you've had. I mean, one of the things you might get is some big setbacks with your projects. Maybe you tried some other products before, maybe you tried some other methods before, and it's not worked out, and you feel like a failure, and you feel like it's just not going anywhere. My piece of advice for that is stick with it, because I've had problems not only when I was made redundant, but then after that we've had some setbacks. Maybe some websites have disappeared on rankings and things like that. So just make sure you stick with it and keep doing the right things and don't take any shortcuts.
I think it's people push you through their challenges and facing their problems. And I mean, actually the more successful you are, the more problem there is gonna be.
Yeah,
You gotta,
that's true.
yeah, you gotta be the one that say, hey, more problem, no problem. All right.
That's it, man.
That's
Got it.
that's the right attitude you really need to have to really to make it to the top. So that's a great tip there. So let's talk about Amazon. Let's talk about these holiday seasons. And I know that you literally make some people make the entire year of a commission during this last quarter of the year.
Yeah.
This is the holiday season. In typical in the U.S. At least is right after the Halloween. That's when people in the buying mode, buying a lot of physical products for family and friends. And this so Amazon going to be huge. We know that, but I think the biggest challenge we will still have is, well, they don't know exactly. They heard Amazon is a really profitable place, but they still don't have the knowledge really actually make commission off Amazon. So
Yeah.
trying to kind of teach us a couple of things. How do you personally capture this holiday rush here?
Yeah, yeah. So as you were saying, Amazon has a massive boost over Christmas. So there's two key points to that. Obviously, people are shopping a lot more online, but Amazon captures such a large audience that if you're going to refer somebody to Amazon, they're more likely to buy something from there that they wanted to buy anyway for other Christmas presents, for other things around the holiday season. So the fact is, you see a massive boost in commissions around the Christmas period. Now, in order to maximize on that, what I do with stores is I'll talk a little bit about the shopping cart, the conversions, and the cookie, because these are the key points that help me turn it around and start making money from Amazon. So by putting people in the mindset of a shopping cart format, when people visit your store, they know that they're there to buy something. They're not there to get information. They're not there to just browse around and see what's going on. They're there and they know that this is about buying. So they're automatically in that mentality. You can then lock them in with the add to cart. They click add to cart, the product's in the basket, and they're much more likely to go on from there and go through the process and buy. They know what's going on. Another key point of that is the related products that we have on the stores. And that's something I built in quite early because I know that people straight away are going to be looking what else goes with this product. And when you make suggestions to them, they're more likely to add it to the cart again. So here we're talking about increasing the amount of commissions by increasing the amount of products you're selling to somebody. Having a shopping cart on your website allows you to do that instead of just sending them straight to Amazon with one click to one product. So the other...
I just want to kind of pause here for a second. Just want to people get the point here. What you already mentioned here that unlike any other Amazon market talk about here, because most people teach you write review blogs, which works, but you are here to say, which is very important if you think about it, is the psychology of the visitor. When it's in a store, so what are you going to store to? You're going to the store to buy something, right? So when you put them into a store format, they also position themselves to buy, right? And where you kind of looking for reviews, you kind of still, hey, I'm just checking this review out. If it's good, I'll buy it. If it's not good, then I might. Right, so that's a very important psychology for you guys watching this, and step back, think about what he said here. And I think that's a very important point to re-emphasize here.
Yeah, if you like, Han, I can show you a quick example of what I mean by that mentality.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll just quickly share my screen and I'll click over to my demo blog here. So can you see that on the page?
It takes a couple of seconds, so hold on 1 second. It's still kind of like black right now.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still seeing a black screen. This always happens when you have a live recording.
Okay.
Maybe you want to cancel that, maybe reshare it again, or maybe try it again, see.
Okay, let me try share again. Let me just try this desktop option.
There you go.
Okay, you see it now?
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Okay, so it's just a quick example of how the mentality changes the likelihood of the person to buy. So here we have an article and it's a video about lobster. I hope you're not too hungry watching this. I'm getting a bit hungry to be honest, but you can see down the bottom, instead of the normal Amazon links, we have an add to cart button for these products. And that's very important. When they click that, it goes through, it adds to the shopping cart, and they're then in the mentality of they can they can buy some more products. They're there, then in the store. They're then in the kind of idea that, yeah, I'm committed to buying that. And that's a big change in mentality. That's a big change in how people are thinking about clicking those links. So I'll flip back over and carry on talking about Amazon and Christmas, but I just want to show you that as it was quite pertinent to the point there. So
okay, all right. Okay, so you're talking about the store versus a review format, where the psychology changes here, and let's talk about the ranking factors. I know Google had quite a bit of animal update lately. In fact, they just recently had another one this thing, and so has your store been affected by it, and how do you go ahead and discuss that strategy we were talking about beforehand?
Absolutely. I mean,
how do you use
sorry, go on, huh?
Yeah, how do you get that free traffic right now?
Yeah, okay. We all want the free traffic, don't we? Yeah. So I mean, what it's all about, I'll touch on why I made Fresh Store Builder the way it is as well, because it's very important to the search engine and to traffic. I made it from the ground up to be a Amazon store builder. It's not a WordPress plugin. It's not something else that's been hacked and chopped and changed to try and fit in to something else. We built it completely from scratch to do the job. And that means we looked at every single factor very carefully on how products are ranking, how websites are ranking, and the things that we need in order to keep them ranking. And as we know, it's about content and it's about quality. So one of the things that we built into the stores is you have the ability to change anything on the store, the content on any product, the meta tags on any page, and every little bit and piece that you might need to tweak for the search engine. But the key thing is getting the unique content in there. So we made it super easy to do that, and we made it so that you can change it quickly. So the other point, just to give you a quick pro tip about ranking in Google as well, one of the areas where I saw a lot of success, I continue to see success, and I teach the members is look at those long tail keywords. And if you don't know what a long tail keyword is, it's basically a keyword that maybe doesn't have a lot of searches specifically, but it's comprised of a number of words. So it might be a product title, it might be quite a specific category of products. You're not going to see a lot of searches on there, but the people that search for that long tail keyword are more likely going to buy it. You can see conversions of 50% and over on some long tail keywords. And that's because the person is searching for the specific product name. They're looking to buy it. They're looking in Google, I want to buy this lobster from Maine in a 5 kilogram pack or whatever it is. Or it could be a mobile phone, a certain model, anything along those lines. So that's one key thing to focus on, and that's where you're going to get a lot of early success as well. We've seen people get rankings for that within a few days, and from there you can build on that. Once you have the long tail keywords ranking, you can look at the more popular traffic keywords, but definitely focus on the long tail first. That's where you'll get success.
So give us a specific example. Let's say I have, I don't know, what do people buy holidays? I don't know, a coffee machine. What would you use as a long tail keyword?
Yeah, coffee machine is a great example. And then, so if you look on Amazon at the coffee machine products, most likely you'll have the brand name. I'm just doing a quick search for coffee machines now. Have the brand name of the coffee machine, and you'll have a model number, and you might have some other bits of information like how many cups the coffee machine will create. So the top one in Amazon that I'm looking at now is Mr. Coffee BDMC SJX33GT 12-cup programmable coffee maker. And that's quite a long, specific keyword. But if you target that or a variation of that, maybe you'll only get 10, 20, 30 visitors a month. But out of that 30 visitors, you might get 10 people buying the products. And it's priced at $100, so what you're going to get about $8 commission on that. So 10 sales on that is $80. And you can see how it soon starts to add up. If you have 10 products in that same situation, all of a sudden you've got $800 a month coming in. So that's where people make the mistake. They want to focus on just coffee machines, whereas it's quite hard to rank for that. But why not go straight for what people are looking for and go for the actual product itself?
Okay. All right. So you have already mentioned this. You using ad cards instead of the normal Amazon affiliate links.
Yeah.
Why is that? And what is the benefit using the ad card?
There's two big benefits to using the add to cart. The first one is the 90-day cookie. And if you're not quite sure what a cookie is, what it means is that Amazon will remember for 90 days or more that you have referred that user, that customer. So they'll remember, even if the customer clicks add to cart on that coffee machine, they click through to Amazon, they go away, they go do something else, they come back next week, and then they buy the coffee machine, you will still get the credit for that sale. You'll still get that $8 commission. So that's the first important point about the cart function, because if you don't use that, you only get 24 hours, and you'll miss out on a lot of commissions there. You'll miss out on a lot of sales. The second big point, another very important one, is that you will increase the amount of products you sell to a single customer. So they'll go on and buy the coffee machine. On your store, they automatically get recommendations for other products, maybe some coffee cups, maybe some coffee itself, because Amazon sells that kind of stuff now. Anything related to that, spoons, sugar, anything, they'll get the recommendations automatically as soon as they've added to the cart. And they're more likely to go, oh, I need some sugar with that, or I need a spoon, or I need a cappuccino cup, whatever it might be. So you increase that amount of products that people are buying from your store in one go. And you know the benefits of that. If you sell 3 products instead of 1, it's much better.
And you kind of what I call make this upsell a lot easier, right? Your store has to built-in mechanism to if you buy a coffee machine, for example, you probably ask, hey, you want a coffee filter? You want a coffee cup with this? And all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, that's it. And we'll show you that in the demo as well, how that works. And it is a great upsell feature. We see a lot of benefits from that.
Okay, great. So I'm just kind of look at my notes here. Is there anything else, tips you want to share with us, or this is?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you a bit of a bonus tip. I mean, as I touched on before, where I got a lot of my success was from the Amazon stores, but then I sold a few, and this is a key point, and this is a key point for your mentality as a marketer, an internet marketer who's maybe not been doing so well, maybe not quite getting the success you need. Think about your websites and think about your projects online as a long-term investment. The work you're putting in now, the content you're creating, the links you're building, whatever it might be, this all adds up to a greater good of value of that website. And if at any time you need to cash in or you want to cash in on that website, go ahead and flip it on Flickr, go ahead and find a buyer for it, go and approach some companies in that niche. You'll be really surprised at how valuable that website has become. Even though you've been making maybe $1,000 a month for the last year or two, you can then go on and justifiably request 12,000 to maybe up to 24,000. That's kind of the going rate. 12 months to 24 months of earnings of a website is what it will sell for. So you can see that the real value of putting that work in at the start, putting the effort in, sticking with it, and building your websites and stores in the right way, not taking shortcuts, not building spammy links, not using poor quality content.
So we're gonna give it a little hook here. Not only he's gonna get the free traffic from Google, he's also gonna help you get some traffic from Facebook as well. I just want to kind of give that hook right now.
Yeah. That's something we've done so much in this new version that there's a benefit that we can talk about. Yeah.
Right. So I lost my train of thoughts here. So I got too excited on the Facebook part. I forgot what I was going to say here. So let me think about this for a minute. And yes, I think you have to think about each store as individual business unit of yours, right? I mean that you said about 10 months of earning or 12 months of earning, and that's a lot of money for most of the people. I mean, you sell 3 stores for $1,000 revenue, if you have 3 with the store, if you flip it, and it's somebody's annual salary in the average American makes over here. And also a good strategy could be, hey, if you're building one successful store, go ahead flip it, but using the cash, hire some VAs, outsourcers to really leverage your success, right? Then flip a couple more stores and look at the performance. Maybe keep the high performing you sell the not so good performing one as well. Then we have that cash building the new ones, right? That's a great leveraging point there.
Yeah, it's a fantastic strategy and something I adopted in some areas like you touched on the VAs. Once you get the technique down, once you know what you're doing with the store, you can easily just pass it on to somebody else quite cheap, get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 stores set up quickly, start making money off them, flip them, keep the ones that are high performing. It's a great strategy.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of, before we're talking about, well, kind of connect to what we're going to talk about here anyway, kind of intro to it. You know, typical, you kind of touched base on this already. You know, typical developers and slash, you know, Amazon store builders, what they really, when they create a similar product like this, they like to stick with WordPress, which your product can connect to WordPress as well. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And why did you decide to take all this effort to kind of like stand alone script? Why did you decide to do that? What is the benefit for someone to using this script versus a typical WordPress? Let's talk about that. I think that point needs to be really emphasized here.
Yeah, well, ultimately, I just didn't want to compromise on the quality. As I was saying before, I built the system for me first anyway. So as a developer, as somebody who's built some high-scale e-commerce websites, I knew that it needed to be built from the ground up. I knew that at some point, if I started doing it in WordPress, I'm going to hit a dead end. It's a blogging platform at the end of the day. It is used for other things, more of a CMS and things like that. But to try and bend that into an e-commerce format store, it just wouldn't have worked, and we would have hit a lot of limitations. So that is why we've been able to get the amount of features that we've got in Fresh Store Builder. If you look at any similar kind of Amazon plugins, there's nowhere near the same kind of potential and the same features and the same things we've got. I was just showing Han before a demo of it, and I think we'd be here all day if I showed you every single little feature.
Tons of it.
Into it. And also we have a lot more control of the templates, and this was a key thing. Some people think that the benefit of using WordPress is that you've got all this massive array of templates that you can use, but actually when you create a plugin to do one thing and then you take a template that was designed to do another thing, they don't match, you get problems, you don't realize, your visitors get turned off, and you know, search engines can have problems with templates and badly formatted code as well. So we built every single template specifically for Fresh Store Builder. There's 3 in the core, there's loads more if you want to go and browse them and find some more. But they're all built specifically for Fresh Store Builder. They're built to be an e-commerce store, and you know, we test them thoroughly and they work perfectly together. So that was another very key point. Okay, so
I think people know this. Whenever WordPress upgrades itself, you're gonna end up with a theme problem or plugin problem. That's when all the other developers get very excited. That's when the support ticket flows in.
That's a nightmare period. Yeah, for everybody. You know you're scared when you log into the WordPress admin area and you can see an update pending. And you should be even more scared now because WordPress now automatically pushes the updates.
Oh wow!
So you don't even get to say I'll upgrade now or not. They automatically do it. So that's another difference with the WordPress platform.
It scares a lot of people when you kind of go to your domain and your error code shows on the top. Web page. So okay. So let's talk about a little bit of story here. So I know you had a Fresh Builder for quite a while now. Why did you decide to build a brand new version of this? Not a new version, but upgraded version. Even with more feature to this. And what I want to find out is what is the biggest problem you're trying to help all the internet marketers solve here, especially make their holiday cash machine a lot easier for them to making the cash for the holidays.
Absolutely. So the first thing about new versions is we're committed to our members and to give them extra value. That's what we do. We're constantly releasing new little updates, and then we release a big update like we have done today. But the key problems that we have, that I see with members, that I see with anybody trying to promote any kind of website really, is traffic and conversions. So they're the 2 things we focused on in this version. And one thing about traffic is we already do well with the search engines, we already get traffic that way, but the landscape is changing and has changed. As we know, social is a much bigger area now, much more potential for different types of traffic, for reaching your customers in different ways. So we added 2 big features there for Facebook. One of them is a store that you embed into your Facebook page, which is awesome. So you straight on your Facebook page, you can show all your Amazon products, and same thing, they can click add to cart to buy and get into that buying mentality. The second one is an auto poster for Facebook. So you can take any of your products on your store and schedule them to be posted to your Facebook page. as a post that shows up in people's news feeds, and you know how powerful that is. You can schedule that automatically so they go every 3 hours, 2 hours, however you want. And your visitors on that page, your likes on that page, and their friends are going to see those products pop up on the news feed over and over again. It's a great driver of traffic. And also, you have the potential there for the social sharing where people can tag their friends in the post. Hey, check out this lobster, this coffee machine, or share it on people's pages. And you get that kind of snowball effect, I like to call it, in the social area, where something can sometimes catch fire, and all of a sudden you have tons of shares, people sharing it, liking it, and that traffic just snowballs. So yeah, so they're the social features that we're looking at solving the traffic problem with. Using that, you can get a whole new dimension of traffic into your stores, as well as the Google natural traffic. And then the second point I was talking about was the conversion. So as we touched on before, with the problem that a lot of people had traditionally with articles, and then they put an Amazon link on, they get lots of attention to the article, lots of traffic, but they get no sales, and they're thinking, you know, I've been there before, are my Amazon links working, what's going on here? I've got thousands of people visiting this page, but nobody bought a thing from Amazon. So that's where conversions comes into play, and that's where people need that extra push. We talked about the mentality of the shopping cart, but two features that we added into Fresh Start Builder version 5 boost the conversions as well, and one of them is the customer reviews feature. We know how important social proof is, so we added in the ability for your customers to add reviews and add a star rating. So Amazon has reviews anyway, but they took it out of the API, which meant that we couldn't show it in the stores. So we added this feature in to replace that. And as we'll show you in the demo, it's a great way to just push people over the edge on a product. People can recommend it, people can rate it. And the final one was the improvement to the related products feature. And this is the upsell that we touched on before as well. So that feature just gives people the ability to buy more products. It shows them the ones that are related to the products they've bought already or added to the cart, and that increases the basket size and increases the amount of conversions you get in your overall conversion rate. So that's the version 5 in a nutshell. We made a lot of other improvements as well, but it's those key areas, the traffic and converting your traffic, that we focused on.
And you want to touch base on that responsive thing, because I think the mobile is also the next big thing as well. So
yeah, I completely forgot about that as well. So another thing we added was a completely fully responsive template. And for those that aren't familiar with responsive, all it means is the website will look beautiful on a mobile phone, on a tablet, on a small laptop, on a big screen. So the website will now automatically adapt to the screen that's being used to browse it. And that means that you're capturing, I'm not sure the percentage off the top of my head, but it's a very, very big percentage of people now are using mobile devices to browse websites. And if you don't have the responsive theme, you're missing out on them. They're going to be turned off. They're going to see a website that doesn't quite look how it should on a mobile phone. They're going to click away. You're going to see the drop in conversion. So that's another area where we focused on to convert that traffic, to make sure you're making the most of every single visitor.
Okay, great. So it's gonna be. I mean, iPhone 6 is getting bigger and bigger. So I think, they got the Apple Pay stuff now. So I think a lot of people gonna have a habit to buy from their phone now.
Yeah, I think with the iPhone 6, people are going to be more likely to buy online, like you said. The screen's just that bit bigger. They can see a bit more. They're more comfortable with it. It doesn't feel like a mobile phone as such. So I think we're going to see a big increase in people buying directly from an iPhone 6.
And then not just iPhone, there's Samsung, all that. Just, I think the screens are getting bigger and bigger. I think that's the trend. So it's good news for marketers, right? I mean, if you really take advantage of that by having a responsive thing, I mean, you just get more money, more clicks, more buying, more cookies, and all that great stuff. So, all right. So, would you have a couple minutes, kind of show us what this thing is? And obviously, you have tons of feature inside this. I mean, giant platform here. But let's talk about some excitement feature that you have here right now.
Okay. So you want me to show you the demo now?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. I'll flick over, share my screen, and I'll show you some of the features. Like I say, we've got a lot in here, so I don't want to go too much and make the video too long. But can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So this is my demo store that I use for the latest version, and this is the responsive template that I was talking about. So I can show you a quick little preview of how the template will look on different devices. So as that just loads, you can see this area here is a mobile phone sized screen, and you can see how the page is adapted to show the products, just show the products in a nice linear way. It's changed the overall design, and it's just done it all automatically. You can see, you can imagine if you browse on a mobile phone, that looks a lot better than it would do if it was a big website that you had to scroll left and right. So this is the key thing. And going back to the conversions, this is just going to help you capture that mobile audience as well. As we browse down, we've got different layouts and the different screen sizes. So you can see it's a very similar thing. The page is just adapted to that screen size. Okay, so that's the template, the new template, the new responsive template. So another feature that we added in this version was the customer reviews. So if I just click into any of these products, let's have a look. And this is the product information page now. You can see all this information comes over from Amazon automatically, and you've got the add to cart functions that we were talking about before. Well, this is the area that's very important in this version. And this little 5-star rating looks quite insignificant, but it's very, very key to people actually buying a product. If they know other people like it, they're going to go in there and they're going to buy it. They're much more likely going to go in and buy it. So this is the feature down here. Just the ability to write a review, as you've probably seen in other places, but this is specific to your store. So the other big benefit of it is you get the unique content on this product page, and as you know, that really helps with the search engines. You have full moderation over this, so people can, if people try and post links or anything like that, you can delete it. It's moderated before it goes live on your store, and you've got the capture as well. So while on this page, I'll touch on the other feature I was talking about, and this is the related products. And this is where you can see it's automatically picked out products that are nicely related to this product that people will likely buy together. And that is where I was talking about the increase in the basket sizes. People are going to be buying more products. They're going to be making you more commissions, basically, from any given member. So that's two of the key features. Okay, so I'll show you the admin area, and I'll quickly show you over the Facebook features that we've got. So this is the admin area. You've got reports on here about all your products, your checkouts, things like that. Like I said, I won't go into too much detail here because there's quite a lot to cover.
Yeah, that's all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of features here. We've got 5 years of development, so we've got everything that you could want to do with a store, everything with SEO, everything with traffic and content. So, but this specific new feature is the post to Facebook feature. So, like we were describing before, what I wanted to do here was give you the ability to automatically post products to your Facebook page. I'm going to search for products on my store in here. So go away and find them for me. Choose the one you want, click on the plus, and then you got the option here to just change the content about that product, and this is what's going to show on Facebook. Choose the picture you want to use, and then choose the page you want to post to. So I'm just going to choose my normal Fresh Store Builder page.
So can you post this to any page you own or manage, or is it unlimited? Yeah. Is it how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. So any page that you're an admin of, you can post to, and you choose it every time here. So you can post to different pages at different times for different products. So it's great if you have like a very big generic store about food, and then you have several different pages maybe about seafood, maybe about steak, maybe about vegetarian food, whatever it might be. You can split those products between them. So the two options we've got here, we can post it instantly to Facebook, which I'll do, but you've also got the option to add it to the queue, and that's where it'll schedule it. We post it in another 2 hours, depending on your settings, and then you can keep adding more products and adding to the queue, and they'll just keep posting to Facebook without you having to do anything. So I just clicked on Facebook there. It's just take a couple of minutes to post it in, and there we go. It's posted on. If I go in now, this is my Fresh Store Builder normal page. Just refresh that. You can see that the products come in here with a nice big picture and the link to click through to buy it from your store. And this is what's going to show in people's news feed.
So here's the amazing thing: is the image automatically resized?
Yeah, the image automatically resized for Facebook. You can see it's been just adjusted nicely. It's got nice focus on the salmon itself. So in this case, it's working really well. It's a nice emotional picture. I think that would get quite a few likes and quite a bit of attention.
Oh wow, that's that makes me hungry.
Yeah, if you like seafood, I'm getting hungry now actually. Oh, okay.
So,
Right.
yeah, that's pretty cool because I mean I have many times I post on Facebook. It's always the image struggles. I'm too lazy to resize it to the
Yeah.
right format. I love this automatic resize feature to fit in Facebook.
Yeah,
So what
that's great.
happens? What happens when people click on this link on Facebook right now? What will they see?
So they click on the link and they get taken straight through to your store. So there they have the option to buy to cart, buy now from Amazon, see the customer reviews, check out more information. So you're just getting them nicely into that flow. You've taken them away from Facebook, you've introduced them to the product into your store, and straight away they've got a high focus on adding it to the cart. So that's it. That's exactly the process they go through.
And that's cool. I never seen anybody does it like this, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent the time making sure it's done right. Like you say, with the images resizing, we always pay attention to the detail on those little things because we think they matter with the conversions and with sales. You've got to pay attention to the detail and get every little thing right.
Okay,
So,
you have two buttons. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm very interested at this. You have two buttons here. You have one says add to cart, one says buy now from Amazon. What's the difference between those two?
okay, so this is an option that we added in, and I've just put it here on the demo store to show that it's there. I would be tempted to always try and use just the add to cart, so remove this buy now from Amazon. Clicking this and we'll go straight to Amazon. But as I was saying before, you're kind of missing out on the opportunity to get more products in a basket before you send them over.
Oh, okay.
But it is an option for people that want to do it that way. Some niches, it's worth testing because some niches will perform better that way. Maybe it's a niche like flat screen TVs because people are less likely to buy flat screen TV and something else. Okay, maybe they buy a DVD player. Maybe that's not a great example, but there's some niches where they're just never ever going to buy more than one product in a basket anyway. So in those niches, it's probably better to use the buy now from Amazon and send them straight through. But for the majority, I would always start with the add to cart, get those extra benefits from the 90-day cookie, the extra benefits from the bigger baskets.
Okay, just want to kind of pause you there, kind of explain to my audience in case I think they're pretty curious to how what's the difference between those two buttons.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of options in here, so you can turn things like this on and off, and you can customize it exactly as you see fit. But we have strong recommendations and training in the admin area to tell you what we think you should be doing and the settings that you should have. So, okay, so I'll go back to going through the features. That was the Facebook hosting feature, but the other Facebook feature I spoke about before is having a full store inside the Facebook page. So this is a page that I've just set up as a test about sharks. I have a bit of an interest in sharks, so I sometimes do little tests with things like this. And as you can see on the top, we've got a tab here for the store. When you click on that, this is pulling in all the products from your store and showing them directly inside the Facebook page. Just a bit slow on the internet connection because we're doing the video chat.
Right.
But when that loads, you'll see a list of the products, as you can see there. With the add to cart, with the view, you got the price, the images are nice and clear.
So when you add to cart, does it go to the Amazon page, or you add to the cart, or is it add to the cart to the store?
It adds to the cart to the store, so I just clicked on it there. I think we're just having a bit of people on the devs over actually, but as you can see, it's added it into the basket there, and you've got the option to either keep them in to this Facebook page here so they feel more comfortable in Facebook, or you can have them open in a new tab or a new window to send them off to that separate website. So this is another little test store that I've got set up for this. And you can see it's in the basket now. They can go carry on, continue shopping, or they can go proceed to checkout and go through to Amazon to complete the order. This is a bit more of a rough demo store, this one, but you can see the same principle. They can carry on adding to cart, and when they finish, they can click the checkout and go through to Amazon. A little bit slow, this one.
Now, I know Amazon, especially during holiday season, give a lot of coupons, a lot of special offers. Is this store kind of anyway integrate with any of that?
Yeah, absolutely. All the special offers on the product will automatically update on your store. So talking about the Christmas period, yeah, like you say, you get a lot of offers, you get a lot of good deals, and that will just come in automatically. If you've added the product to your store, the price gets pulled across every couple of hours. It checks and it'll pull off across a new price. It'll show the discount, like it's shown here on Amazon. If we go back into my demo store, as you can see here, the price should be $99.99 and is actually $31.99. All that is done automatically for you. It'll show you how much you save and percent you save. So that's a great way of taking advantage of the Christmas period there. So,
cool.
So the other features, let me think. I think did we cover all the features? So we had the related products, the reviews, the template, and the 2 big Facebook features. That was it. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the features. And maybe I could just show you a quick demo of how you add a product to your store, because it's quite easy and it's quite a cool little.
And you might want to talk about the WordPress. Where I mean, I know it's an OTO, but if you have existing WordPress site, you can integrate the store into their WordPress site as well, right? So I want to talk about that as well. I think that's going to be
absolutely. I'll just show you this quickly then. So as Sam was talking, I just typed in a quick search for salmon. This went away to Amazon, found the products. You can choose the category that you want to put it into, like fish fillets, and then you can see this one has been added already. I'll choose just this can of salmon, click the plus. Should just be a couple of seconds. As you can see, there you go. It's been added into the store instantly. So that's just how easy. I just want to show you how easy it is just to get everything set up and get the right products that you want in your store. If I just go to the recent products list, there it is. It was added 11 seconds ago. Click there, and there it is live on the store with the price.
Oh wow!
So quite easy as that, right?
Yeah.
And here is a.
You can even pick the flavor. Oh wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, this is actually a product that's got options. We call it a variation product. So you can pick the specific flavor.
Look at that. It's going full. I like that.
Yeah. One other thing I'll show you quickly, because this is quite cool as well, because I was talking about content before. We made it really easy to edit the content. As you can see here, as I highlight over the title, I can click into it and I can edit it instantly.
Oh, wow.
Maybe take out that pack of 12, press enter, done. So that's updated, and that's very important, because as I was saying about unique content, we try to make it as easy as possible for you just to edit the content, add more content, tweak this, tweak that. We've got all kinds of cool little features like that. So as I was saying, I don't want to be here all day and keep hand up all night. So what I'll do.
It's 1 a.m. here. It's almost 2 a.m. here. So.
Right. So there's a full demo store. You can go away and play on this yourself and see all the features and things like that. So
make sure you give me that link. I'm gonna put on my review page so people can actually play around with this. Yeah,
sure, we'll do. I'll just post that in my notes. Okay. So we were talking about the WordPress feature that you wanted to go through. This is part of a next offer you'll get as an optional add-on, but it's a great way to be adding more content into your stores, because we spoke about WordPress before and we spoke about using it the right way. So I still think there's a place for WordPress, and WordPress is better as a blog, as a source of content, as somewhere to post content, post things like that. And we touched on how maybe you've created an article on WordPress before and it's got a lot of attention, but you haven't got the conversions on the links that you've put. Maybe you put some Amazon links on there, maybe they just didn't sell anything. And this is an area we wanted to focus on. So this is actually a WordPress blog, and it uses a plugin and a theme that you get as part of this special offer, part of the extra. And what it does is it lets you use the widgets to put in the categories for the products. So these are exactly the same categories that we saw in the store. These are the same products, the best-selling products, special offers. And again, we go back to that theme of adding to the cart. Very important to keep them in that mentality of shopping. They're adding to a cart, they're buying. And this way we've got it to transfer onto the WordPress blog as well. So you've got that seamless experience between your store and everything that goes on in your store, the store format, and being able to put the content on your WordPress blog and cross over. So I'm just going to go into and show you a specific post, because this is the way, this is a bit of a good tip for you on how to create content and how to get that content to convert with Amazon products. I think it's just on the next page. Okay, so this is just a little demo kind of example article I created on making a lobster in a certain way. There's a video in here, there's some content, at the end of it, you want to put links to Amazon, you want to encourage people to buy, but just putting a normal link, you're not necessarily going to get that same kind of click through and that same kind of mentality of buying. So what the plugin does here is it lets you do the add to cart option. Click in that and it goes back to the store, it adds the product straight to the cart, it goes to the basket, and there you go. They might have been browsing around before, they might have added something else to the basket, they just added another product, and they got the option to check out. So this is where I was saying we focused on conversions, we focused on increasing the amount of money that you're going to get from any given visitor to your website. So I hope that makes sense, Han, and that covers the WordPress thing. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so would you come back to the cam so I can ask you a specific question about the offer itself?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Okay, so the product is Fresh Store Builder, and it's version 5. That's what this launch is all about. The launch is on Monday, the 27th of October. And the official launch time is 3 p.m. EST, although we are going to open up an early bird special offer from 11 a.m. EST. And that's going to give you a further discount on it, but it's only going to last for those few hours up until the official launch time of 3 p.m. So it's very important to get on there at that early time at 11 a.m. EST.
Okay. All right, and who's going to be really benefit for getting this one?
Okay, so anybody that's looking to make an income online, but specifically, as I was touching on before, making an income the right way. Sometimes we see these methods of making money that's not quite going to last beyond a couple of months. Maybe it's a short-term thing. Maybe it's something that you've got to work really hard at, make some money, and then it disappears. So this is suitable for people who have the same mentality. If they want something for the long term, they want a residual income every month, and they also want the projects that they're working on to be valuable in the future. And that's where I'm touching back on the investment. So it's those people that want to actually build something that will work continuing into the future and will continue to bring them profit month after month.
I think this is great, obviously, for people who feel Amazon marketer who's already doing Amazon marketing.
Yeah.
This is really good for video marketers too, and even you are seasonal. If you're just doing the Amazon marketing during the holiday season, which is very smart, by the way. Just set up a store like this very quickly, drive some video traffic, Facebook traffic to it, and bang, you do the holiday, and then move on to the next thing, and then sell it, flip it, like you said before. And you know, and
I did some work with my members in that area in the video marketing where we looked at some Christmas products that were coming up. We took the products that were new this year and weren't yet on Amazon. So we knew they were going to come on Amazon at some stage, but around June, July, we found out what they were. We got some videos ranking in Google, and then from that video, when the product comes live on Amazon, you can put a link through to your store, and then you can get them through that mentality again that I keep going back to about adding to cart, about buying more products. So that, like you say, it's a great opportunity for video marketing, especially with the Christmas season coming up. Lots of opportunity there for easy rankings on videos, which you can then funnel through your stores, make profit on Amazon.
All right, so let's talk about what exactly are they getting in the front end offer, and what is the starting price, and how many days are you going to keep this thing open? Okay,
so what you get in the offer is an unlimited license for Fresh Store Builder. So that means you can build as many stores as you want. As we're going back to outsourcing to BAs about getting the technique down and building 50 or 100 stores, this license gives you the opportunity to build as many as you want for personal use, no limitations on that. All the features that you've seen today, you get on that. All the features that we've ever added to Fresh Store Builder. There's 3 templates in the core, including the responsive one. And on top of that, so the price is $37, one-off fee. After this launch, we're going to be charging a yearly fee for upgrades and support. But with this offer, you're actually going to get this just for the one single low price. We do this as a celebration for the new version. It is a really low price. It is a great deal, especially with the future features. As you can see in this version 5, we added so many new things, but all the existing members got that completely free. So, but the price is $37 from 3 p.m. EST. If you get there 11 a.m. EST, you're going to get the price for $27. So for that short period of time, you're going to save even more That is actually the lowest price that I've ever sold Fresh Store Builder for. So yeah, definitely worth getting on that. Does that cover everything?
Yes, and I want to ask you, like, if they get it right now, do they grandfather in the future edition, like version 6, 7, all that stuff?
Yeah, they're grandfathered in for life. So version 6, version 7, version 8, version 9, every single version we release in the future, you get completely free. No upgrade fee, no support fee either. So you get technical support from our help desk month after month, year after year, no charge.
Okay, great. So let's talk about the OTO. Let's start with the first one. Let's do that.
So the first one is, as I was showing you with the WordPress features, that's a plugin and a theme that lets you create a WordPress blog that matches perfectly with your store. It lets you put all those features in, add your products in your shopping cart, add products into posts, all that good stuff. That can be done by the plugin. And then you can add content to, you can get traffic in different ways and funnel them through the store again. So that one-time offer is the plugin and the theme together. So the price for that is $47, one-off fee. Again, no upgrade fees, no support fees for life. So another great add-on for that. Just lets you add that extra dimension to your store and bring in a lot of fresh content. That's why we offer that. That's why we do that.
Okay.
And then we have a second one-time offer, and this is for hosting and one-click install for Fresh Store Builder. So what this is we have our own servers, we built our own system that lets you install these stores instantly with just choosing your domain name, setting your username and password, click, and your store is set up. So you don't need to worry about the files, you don't need to set up a database, you don't have to do anything like that.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, so the hosting is really fast. We have 4 servers now in different locations around the US and Europe. You can choose your destination based on which Amazon market you're targeting. We focus really heavily on the speed of the servers, of the hosting servers, because we know that that's where you're going to get benefits, not only from conversions. If you visit a fast store, you're more likely to keep on clicking. If it's slow, you're going to click away, so you see a drop in conversions. Not only that, but Google sees that as well, so you see a benefit from the search engines and from traffic by having a fast store. As you can see from my demo site, I'm actually on a pretty poor internet connection here, but it's really running fast. Everything's coming in quickly. You can see when we added the product, it came in a couple of seconds. The price, everything's updated instantly on the store. And using a good hosting server means that you can do this and see the benefits. So
is this share hosting, VPS, or in between, or cloud server hosting? Can you give us some idea here?
It's a shared hosting environment, and we focus very heavily on making sure it's not oversold. So we have a lot of technology on the server that isolates accounts and makes sure that other accounts aren't affecting each other, but also there's a lot of resources, a lot of power on those servers, and we've got 4 of them. So there's a lot. That the key thing about it is speed. That's why I did the hosting in the first place, because we were frustrated with some of the shared hosting environments like HostGator and Bluehost, where you've been affected by other people using a lot of resources. You're trying to deal with support, and they're not very helpful. It's cheap hosting. It's you're not getting the kind of level of service. So that's why we built this for our members. And our key thing has always been make sure it's fast, make sure it's speedy, make sure it's reliable.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to the first OTO. What is the price for that?
The price for that is $47 for the first OTO, the WordPress plugin and theme. That's a one-off fee for life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the second one, for the hosting?
And the hosting is $57 a month. That includes the one-click install, includes the hosting, includes everything. And it's unlimited disk space, it's unlimited bandwidth, unlimited domains that you can add to the account. Obviously, there's a fair use policy, but you can add a lot of stores and a lot of websites on there and get a lot of value out of it. Even if you just have 20 websites on there, it works out at less than $3 each per website. So it's really, really good value, but also on the same side, we make sure that it's fast, we make sure that it's reliable.
Okay, great. Now, anything else after that?
No, there's nothing else after that. That's all the offers you get on this launch.
I just want to make sure we cover everything here. So I think that's all the question I need to ask you, Carey. But I got one last question, and it's a kind of hot seat question. And so, as people watching the interview, they know holiday season, they're able to make a lot of money with the Amazon, but I think a lot of people, like you said, struggling with traffic, struggling with the conversions, right? And especially building a store like this is not easy, you know, with all that technique challenge, and with a software like this, it's really really simplify their life. So they want to buy this, they want to get this, but everyone has that little voice in the back of the head that says, "Hey, don't get it, don't buy it, don't take any action." What I call the loser voice. Okay, everybody has those, the one, the instant quitter voice, right? So my question to you, Carey, is what makes this software, this product, so unique that you absolutely grab during this launching period?
Yeah, well, the main thing is that this product, I used it in the first place. I used it to make an income. That was the main selling point of this, is I built it from the ground up to do what it says it will do. And we have, as you'll see on the sales page, we have, just touching back on Christmas, one of our customers making over 20 in commissions over the Christmas period.
How much was that? Sorry, your audio got cut off for a second.
It was $25,000 for just the Christmas period. That's what he made in commissions from Amazon directly. Massive, massive earnings. Great results there from him.
By the way, you guys gonna see that on the sales letter. He's got up for that. He's not just blow up smoke here, but this is a real income where from his customer made all that money. So wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and he shows some more proof was more than $500 a day. So again, and it's consistently, it's day after day, month after month. So I just wanted to touch on the unique selling point of it was this is built from the ground up to make money with Amazon. That's what I built it for. I used it for myself in the start, in the first place, and then I went on to build the community after and add more features and add more to it. So that's what I always like to focus on, is the unique selling point. I made it to actually work and to get you results.
Okay, all right. So so you got the I think you got the Facebook feature, browse feature, where you're automatic posting. That's pretty cool, and the store feature, and the 90-day cookies, and well, let's just keep going on and on and on.
Yeah.
And I think people get it at this point. So, guys, and on that note, Carey, before we leave here today, do you have maybe final word of wisdom you'd like to share?
Yeah, I mean, I'd just like to go back to the point of, think about your stores and your websites and your projects as an investment. That's a key thing that I always teach to my members, and that's where I've got the success. Put the effort in. Like Han was saying about the negative voice or whatever you said, sometimes we have problems. Sometimes we don't take action on things that we should do. But you've got to follow through with it. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep staying positive, because you will get the results as long as you stay focused and you stay focused on quality, doing things the right way, and investing for the future. So.
Great. So yeah, and so on that note, guys, thank you so much for being with us today, and we're able to share this awesome new store with you, and hopefully you guys take massive action, because that's the only way you're gonna succeed in life, is taking not just action but massive action. And make sure you stay tuned, watch a very very cool sales and / demo video. In case we missed something, again, like I said, this store has so many features and we have time for it to cover. And look out for my email tomorrow so you can get that early bird price and some awesome bonuses. Speaking of bonuses, you have something set up for us as well. So can you talk about it?
Yeah, so just focusing on one of the key points about traffic. As part of this, every new member is going to get access to our exclusive webinar about generating traffic from Google. We're going to talk about the long tail keywords that I spoke about today as well. We're going to look at all the techniques, and we're going to look at a way for you to reliably get on page 1 of Google for those keywords. So we're not only giving you the software here, we're giving you the actual training and the webinar that's going to get you the traffic so you can get the commission. So we've got the complete package here. That was one bonus that we put in for this launch. Another one is we're having another webinar, which is a Q&A. So it's just the opportunity for you to ask me any questions you want, ask me about the software, about techniques, about strategies, or just even simple things or complicated things, whatever it might be. We're going to have a good session there where you can get involved, ask away, or just listen to what other people are asking me. So we've got 2 great webinars there. both free, both part of this launch, both bonuses. So,
right. So yeah, so I think for only $27 or $37, you get unlimited license. This is absolutely no-brainer to me. So guys, you have it. And Carey, thank you so much for spending time with us and share this technique how to make money with Amazon. This awesome new upgrade of yours. And I'm sure I'll be talking to you very, very soon.
Okay, you're very welcome, Han. Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Builder has just had its biggest ever update. We've added a mobile responsive template as part of the core, as part of the front end. We've changed it so reviews can be added directly to the affiliate sites, so your users can get totally unique content, which is far better for their rankings. And we've added Facebook integration, so you can now turn any Facebook page into a completely automated Amazon store. Let me show you around, let me show you the software. Okay, so this is what you get right out of the box. You just boot up the script and you get a fully functioning Amazon store. As you can see here, we've set up a Halloween demo shop. Got all Halloween products and categories in here. All these features, everything here has been done via the admin area, which is very similar to WordPress. You just log in and you have tons of options. So if I flick over to there now, I'm going to show you how to add a product. So if I go back to the main screen, this is the dashboard, this is the admin area that you see when you log in. I'm going to show you the find products feature. There's a few ways to add products, but this one is super simple. All you got to do is type in what you're searching for. I'm going to search for a Halloween mask. You can limit it a little bit. There's more options there, but this is just the simplest way to do it. So straight in there, Halloween mask. You can see a list of products. This has just comes directly from Amazon. Amazon's been queried. It comes straight back. I'm going to go for one of these horse's head masks. So we choose a category up here. I'm going to choose my men's masks category, and then all you've got to do, choose your product, click on the plus over this side, and it'll straight away pull all the products in, pull the information in, add it to your store. It literally took a second or two to do that, super fast. So I'm going to go into the view recent products so that I can see how this product has been added into the store. You can see there it is, 12 seconds ago it's been added. We've got some options here, and this one is to have a look at the products on the front of the store. So I've just clicked into that into a new tab. This is what your customers, your visitors will see to your store. And you can see it's pulled in the price, the original price, it's got the stock availability, the images, you can click into them for bigger images, nice light box effect. The manufacturer description, everything that's come across from there, specification, product features, and it's also generated some product tags. That's another feature of the software, and the related products, so you can upsell people at the bottom there. So everything is just done instantly, straight away. It just took a few seconds, super simple. Now that was adding products manually. What you've also got, you can add products by ASIN, which some of you probably know is the unique identifier for any given Amazon product. But where there's real power here is with turning it into an automatic, 100% automatic Amazon affiliate site, because you can go into your category and you can set up what we call an auto-populate. And once you set up some settings that you can see we've got one here already set up on women's costumes, you just choose what kind of product you want, you choose a search term, you choose some keywords, whatever, and in the background, Fresh Store Builder will keep adding products over and over again until all those products have been found. So you can be very specific with this as well, so that you're only getting the exact products you want. And that's just a great way. We all know how much people love the done-for-you solutions. They love just to have everything done automatically updated, automatically inserted. So that's another great option there. Now, where Fresh Store Builder really excels is when you flip it into manual, because you have more customization options than any other Amazon solution. Straight on the products, you can add your own descriptions. I'm going to show you that here. This is the category list. This is the horse's head mask that we just added. I'm clicking into it to edit it. And here you've just got a wealth of options for changing the title, changing the link title, which is what is used to link to it, i.e. the anchor text. The main product description here you can edit with a full editor. Secondary description, which sits somewhere else on the product information page. On top of that, you can have a look at the original Amazon content, you can edit that, you can take inspiration from the original content and copy it in. You've got all your SEO and meta options and tons of other stuff as well. So all you got to do is click in the box to rewrite them. It really is that easy, and it means your subscribers can get unique content onto their sites, which we all know is the key to getting better SERP results and for them making more commissions and actually making a success of their store. Now, if they want to change the look of the store actually comes with, the core software comes with 2 unique templates and multiple skins for each template. All this can be changed in the menu here. What I'll do now is I'll flick over to a new template. You've seen the website as it looks now. If I flick over to Smooth Store, which is the other template that comes with it, Flexi Store is the base store that we were using before. It takes a few seconds to update all the options. Okay, so now as you can see, the whole template has just changed. That's all the design, all the underlying HTML and CSS as well, for those of you that know more about that. You can see all the same products, all the same categories are here, and it's literally just a case of choosing from the list of your templates, clicking enable, and you change the entire look of your store. So on top of that, there are also a huge range of customization options. You've got colors, buttons, text, logos, and you can change all of it here without even touching the code. This is in the template options section here. We have a list of all the different template options, images, the CSS options, which is more the style and the color. You can go into everything in detail here and completely fine-tune how you want it to look. Some examples here, you can change whether you show brand logos on the home page. You can change whether exactly what products show in the slider, which is this area here at the top, which is flicking through all the products. So you can choose that to be automatic, or you can customize exactly which products go in it. There's everything here. There's tons of options. As well, on top of that, we have the visual editor. For those, again, that don't want to go into the code and make any changes there. This gives you all those options organized on the side here. And when you change them, they show you updated automatically on the right hand side, which is a fantastic feature. It's a great way to see what is changing, get your colors right, make sure you're making the right changes. We get a lot of use out of this. So if I just show you one, the background color at the top bar, I'll make it a horrible ugly color, but you should see, there we go, it changes straight away. All you got to do is click save, and that will update automatically on the front of your store. So you've got tons of control here over how your store looks. And for those of you that want to actually go in and change even more and are comfortable with code, the majority of the code is completely unencrypted. Everything to do with the templates, even the most of the functionality, which means that the power users can really go in there and make any change they want to change. So, look, we all know people love the done-for-you solutions, but they also like having the option of being able to edit stuff if they want to. Fresh Store Builder, it provides both, and it gives you the working store right out of the box. But if you want to put your own stamp on it, it's really easy to do, as you can see here from the templates and the options we give them. So what it means is the customers are going to absolutely love the script, and as you can see from these testimonials, these are the kind of glowing reports that we get. Henal Patel, one of our members, said, a single backlink on another site of mine and my traffic and revenue jump-started within 1 month. I've never experienced this type of traffic and revenue so quickly. Another user, Greg Cook, said Fresh Store Builder is the most innovative product of its kind that I've seen in 17 years. And this last quote from Noyakin Amin, he contacted me to say thank you because he managed to change his life after using Fresh Store Builder to make an online income. In the country where he's from, $1,000 a month is a big deal to him and his family. So he said, right after launching my first store, had 1,044 ordered items in 19 days using Fresh Store Builder, and I now earn over $1,000 per month from my stores. Thanks, Carey Baird, your software works perfectly. So we've got tons of social proof. We're stacking some amazing bonuses on top, and this is really going to convert like mad. And of course, this time we're giving them access to Facebook as well. You can set up Fresh Store Builder now to automatically add new offers to any Facebook page. As you can see on my screen here, I've got an example store that we've been testing with, an example little page about sharks. We've got a store tab on here, and as you can see underneath the store tab, we've got all the products, and these are pulled directly from your Fresh Store Builder store and automatically updated. So if you're running a page in a niche and you want to make some cash, just add a page like this. You've already got visitors to your page. They're going to go right in here. You're going to get the engagement. They're going to get the head up.